demoniac family. Okay, so Ravana was born in which family? Okay. But he is serving whom? He is like, so he is considered from demon clan. Like if somebody is born anywhere but serving, he is a priest of demons, right? So he is called in that sense. Yeah. Anyways. And also, if you see that Bali Maharaj was performing yajna, who has the right to perform yajna? Bali Maharaj was performing yajna, right? To conquer heavens. Who has right to perform yajna? Dvijas have right to perform yajna. So who are Dvijas? Brahman, Kshatriya and Vaishya. So was Bali not belonging to Kshatriya family? Yeah, he was. Does it make sense? Because all of this, whether demons or demigods, they came from Kashyap only, right? Who is Kashyap? Brahmana. So, so Varnashram wise, one may be a demon or demigod, but he is still categorized in Varnashram Dharma. Okay. But the discrimination comes from another definition. Who is Sura and who is Asura? In general, you can say Danava means those who are Danu's sons, and Daitya means those who are Diti's sons. But if you want exact definition of Sura and Asura, which is the correct definition? Vishnu Bhakta Sura Prokta Asurastad Viparya. Whoever is servant of Vishnu, Bhakta of Vishnu, he is Sura. And Asura means Viparya, who is against Vishnu. So this Vishnu, from mother's side he was from demons, and from father's side he was from demigods. Okay, so he was secretly, text 3, he was secretly chanting mantras for offering oblations to demons. Okay? And then, once upon a time, fourth text. I have tried to quickly reach text number 21, which is actually the prayers of demigods. So please forgive me if So, of course, I will speak on every verse, but I will quickly reach 21. So, which we will chant together from 21 onwards. So fourth, so Indra found out that Vishnu is secretly cheating. So he became extremely afraid of being defeated by demons. And some portion is going to us, some portion is going to them, so they will become victorious. So in great anger he cut Vishnu's 3 heads from his shoulders. And the 3 heads becomes 3 birds. Now how is it? It is inconceivable. Okay, mistake. So what are the 3 birds? Kapinjala, Kalavinka, Tittiri. So now this is some family. Franklin, partridge, sparrow and common partridge. Partridge means the small birds. So 3 birds came out of his heads. Although Indra was powerful, he could that he could neutralize the sinful reactions of killing a Brahmana, he repentantly accepted the burden of these reactions with folded hands. He accepted his mistake, that in anger and fear, I killed Vishnu, but he was still a Brahmana. So, Brahmatya dosh. He accepted. He could neutralize, but he did not neutralize. Okay? Why? Because to set an example of a responsible person. Does it make sense? Seriously, like Indra is. Many times we take Indra for just like somebody who is always intoxicated and always doing mistakes. But there are some good points also in Indra. Otherwise, why is he king of heavens? Unless he has some good qualities. He worships Vamandev, his younger brother. So he has So here he is accepting responsibility for his mistakes. And therefore he could have neutralized, but he accepted. No, I will accept. And what did he do? With folded head and hand he accepts. This is humble also. Okay. He suffered for 1 year. Okay. And to purify himself, he distributed the reactions for this sinful killing among earth, water, trees, and women. So I'll just quickly describe 7, 8, 9, and 10, which describe how these 4 representatives accepted the sin of Brahmahatya, 1/4 sin of Brahmahatya, and as a species they accepted. Okay, and they got one benediction also for that from Indra. So what did Bhumi accepted 1/4 portion? So now we have to understand, when we say Bhumi, it's not the Bhudevi who is consort of Lord Varahadev. Bhumi, there is one demigoddess Bhumi also, okay, who is also ruling on the earth planet. Just like we have demigoddess Yamuna and spiritual Yamuna. Do you know that? Have you known this?
No.
There is demigoddess Yamuna from celestial world, and on top of her, the main proprietor of Yamuna river is the spiritual Yamuna, who is expansion of Vishakha Devi. Okay. The one that was pulled by Balramji is demigoddess Yamuna. Okay. It's clarified by Chakravarti Pal later on. So Bhumi Devi also, there is demigoddess Bhumi, who is also a devotee, but then there is consort of the Lord, direct consort of the Lord. Actually speaking, everybody is consort of Lord. But the actual consort of Lord is Bhudevi, who is above this Bhumi Devi. Okay? Bhu Shakti you can call her. Similarly, Lakshmi, when we say, is demigoddess, controller of wealth. And one is eternal consort of the Lord, Lakshmi. Okay, so this Vibhuti Lakshmi, where is she mentioned in Bhagavatam? Anybody knows?
Kamdev's wife of Kamdev?
No. I mean, sometimes probably, but she's called Lakshmi by the name Lakshmi. I don't know. Oh, of course, like that, any woman can be called as Lakshmi.
No.
If you know, in India there is common custom when the mother-in-law says, whenever her son gets wedded, she says that, oh, they are like Lakshmi Narayan. You know this? And the newly wed bride is considered like Lakshmi. So that is Lakshmi, representative of Vibhuti Lakshmi. And this Vibhuti Lakshmi is mentioned in Samudra Manthan Leela. The Lakshmi that came out from Samudra Manthan. She chose Mukunda as husband, Lord as husband. So this is Vibhuti Lakshmi. The Rama or Lakshmi of Vaikuntha is not this one. Okay. She is not demigoddess. She is the Alladeni Shakti. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay.
So, is the arrangement same like for other expansions of the Lord or the Lakshmis, then other rivers also predominant?
Is the arrangement same for all others? We can say like that, because let's say Mana. Who is immediate controller of Man? Moon. Who is ultimate controller of Moon? Man. Who is ultimate controller?
Aniruddha.
Huh?
Aniruddha.
Yes. Who is immediate controller of intelligence?
Pradyumna.
Immediate controller of intelligence.
Brahma.
Brahmaji. Who is ultimate controller of intelligence? Pradyumna. And Brahmaji worships Pradyumna. Moon worships Aniruddha. who is immediate controller of ego?
Shiva.
Shivji. Who is ultimate controller of
Sankarshan.
Sankarshan. So like that, immediate controller and ultimate controller. Like at many places it is there. Okay. For Chitta there is immediate and ultimate is only one. That is Vasudeva. Okay. Sattvam Vishuddham Vasudeva Shakti. Okay. So there are like this even in Krishna's pastimes, Yadus are considered demigods, but just a portion of demigods. Actually, they are eternal associates of Lord, but in them also resides a demigod portion. Like Arjuna is eternal associate of Krishna, but when he comes in a Bhaumalila to perform pastimes with Krishna, then Indra's portion comes within Arjuna. Does it make sense? Who is like a trainee, taking training from advanced devotee Arjuna. Does it make sense? So there are two personalities within Arjuna. One is eternal Arjuna associate, Parshad Arjuna, and then there is Indra's portion Arjuna. There are two personalities within Uddhava. One is eternal associate Uddhava, and within him is also one Vasu named Uddhava. Okay. So those who beat each other after drinking wine, they are the demigod portions, not the eternal associates of. We know na Yadu Samhar, Yadus use the stick to beat each other and they killed each other, and then these are the demigod portions, not the associate portions. Associates don't fight like this. And demigod also don't fight, it is just Lord's pastime, therefore they acted as if they are fighting, the demigod portions. And then they went to their respective abodes. Okay? Again, 16,000 wives, they are also, firstly they are eternal consorts also. The 8 main wives and like that. But in Bhagavatam you will see Satyabhama's previous life, she performed piety and then she attained the position of Satyabhama. So that Satyabhama is Sadhak soul, not Siddha. Sadhak soul who Vishwanath Thakur says that he was that soul, Sadhak soul who performed sadhana to be wife of Krishna, got an opportunity to act as such by being lodged in the body of eternal Satyabhama. Does it make sense?
So what happens to them when they get liberation? They go back from.
So when they get liberation, they get the eternal forms. Means demigod portion we are calling, or sadhak portions, sadhak or demigod portions. So they get their own forms to serve Krishna. They no longer have to be in body of somebody. Mood will be same. Yes, mood will be same. If they are desired to be consort, they will become consorts. So in Dwarka, there Krishna doesn't have just 16,000 wives. He has unlimited wives. There, because 16,108 are Nitya Siddha wives. Apart from them, there is Sadhak Siddha wives also. Mahishitvam Iyad Pure, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu writes. One devotee who performs sadhana here to become wife of Krishna, let's say he worships Dwarka Krishna to become wife of Krishna, he becomes associates of Rukmini, Satyabhama, etc. He is considered one of the wives only of Krishna. Okay? Dwarkavasis, they don't actually perform Raganuga Bhakti. But just because meditating like that, they don't become Raganuga. They become Vaidika, or there is some little element of Raga there, because it is more spontaneous. Like no general Bhakta will desire to be friend or wife of God. Does it make sense? If they are performing this by following footsteps of Rajvasis, then it is called Mukhya Raga. But if they are doing it following Dwarka Krishna, then it is called Gauda Raga. Makes sense? Mainstream Raga Nuga is following Brajvasis only. Okay? And otherwise, if one cultivates such mood, then it is called as Gaud Raga. Brajavasi, sorry, Ragatmika Bhakti Mukhya Brajavasi Jana. Remember this from Chaitanya Siddhanta? Mukhya Ragatmika is from Brajavasis. So Mukhya Raganuga will become following footsteps of Brajavasis. Okay. But if somebody follows Rukmini Devi to become consort of Lord, it won't be called as Mukhya Raganuga. It won't be plain Vaidhi also, but it is in between somewhere. Makes sense? In between somewhere. In between Vaidhi and Raga, you can say. Gauda Raganuga. And such person will attain the position of, as you are mentioning, after liberation they will attain.
Like what I have is 16,100. No, other they were like Narakashur, under Narakashur.
Yes. So in the past time.
So they were Nitya mind, they were under Narakashur.
Actually speaking,
And after Krishna's disappearance, like the Buddhas, Arjuna's taken care of that time.
they are sadhak souls who got the opportunity to be the 16,000 princesses accepted by Krishna. Okay.
So these 16,000 they are not Nitya.
See, there are Nityasiddha portions also in there, as I mentioned. Just like all these 16,100 8 gopis are there, their direct expansions are 16,108 main wives. So when they, just like Sita Devi underwent kind of, although being Nitya Siddha consort, Allarini Shakti of the Lord, she underwent austerities, right? So similarly, this 16,100 wives, who are combination of both Nitya Siddha portion and Sadhak soul, so they also undergo certain tribulation to enhance the pastime. Okay. And they cannot be polluted by Tarkasura. Okay. Leela Shakti protects them from any untoward incident. Okay.
So, two things then, as you said that they are inaccessible to the customer. But then,
Just like Sita is inaccessible to Ravana. That's it. Sita will.
so is this the arrangement universal again for all the individuals who take part in Krishna's pastimes when they are here?
So?
Is every character
As Nitya Siddha part, not necessary. Not necessary. There could be sadhak who are purely sadhak, who are not taken shelter of any Nitya Siddha's body. You see? Like Shuddha Deva, Bahula, Shva, they are just devotees. There are no two parts there. Sometimes there are, sometimes there are not. It's not a rule that everyone in Bhavamalila should come with a combination of Nitya Siddha and Sadhak Siddha, or Nitya Siddha and a demigod. It's not necessary. But whenever our acharyas mention it, we accept it. Just like, I will give another example. Nanda and Yashoda, they are Nitya Siddha parents, but there is also Drona and Dhara inside them, who are Sadhan Siddha parents. Okay? But it may not be true with everybody. Like Upananda may be only Nitya Siddha. There is no counter, there is no Sadhak Siddha soul inside them. Okay?
So, it's correct to confirm. So, this it is decided by the Lord, not the...
Yes, Lord, it is more precisely, it is decided by Leela Shakti. Yogmaya decides who will get training how. Okay? Just like Maya decides who will be put in whose family. And where. I will be put in this body, so that is Maya decides. Okay. So similarly, Yogmaya decides who will get training in which form and how.
Narakashura is the son of demigod whom?
Now that I am not sure, because usually whenever the personality has both combination, then it is better to consider that Narakasur is son of both. Demigod is Bhumi and the consort Bhumi both, like the eternal consort Bhumi both. Just like, I will give you an example. Yamuna Devi, when she appears, she is called as Bhanuputri. Okay?
Yes, Kalindi.
Kalindi. Okay? Bhanuputri. But eternal Yamuna also takes the same name, Bhanuputri. And behaves like daughter of sun god only. Does it make sense? There is no demotion or no inferiority to them by accepting somebody as their father and somebody as their, does it make sense? So Bhanuputri refers to both Yamuna. Okay. Not just one who took birth from, it is understood that even this spiritual consort Yamuna, she is also called Bhanuputri. Okay. Okay, a lot about Vrindavan. Now we'll go ahead with Rudrasur. Okay. So Bhumi accepted the sin of 1/4 sin of Brahma Hatya, and it manifested in Bhumi as a reaction of having deserts, not eating deserts. Deserts. The barren lands where you put seeds but it doesn't grow. Nothing grows there.
Middle East.
Huh?
Middle East countries.
What?
Middle East countries.
Middle East countries. Nowadays there are barren lands everywhere in India also.
Rajasthan.
Rajasthan, yeah. Of course, one should not think that now whoever is living there is sinful now. It is not necessary. The land is considered to be affected by the sin of Brahmatya. That's all. Okay. And therefore, usually our scriptures say that do not go to the places where the river doesn't flow or Brahmanas are not there. It is there. But it is not applicable to Prabhupada's mission. Okay. Gauranga Mahaprabhu's mission, it is not applicable. If he can go to hell, why for preaching? Why can't he go to any other place, whether Middle East or any? Oh, Parapuja Jayabhadra Swami Maharaj, he preaches all over the world, right? In Middle East also, for preaching the message of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So yes, so wherever there is devotee, the land also should not be called as sinful. Okay. Because at least where the worship of the Lord is going on under bona fide guidance, the Lord and devotees can convert anything sinful into spiritual. There are many examples. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born on which day? Eclipse. So lunar eclipse is considered most inauspicious. But Mahaprabhu made it most auspicious. Okay. What was Radhakund before?
Paddy field.
And before that? Before taking the shape of Radhakund, what it was? Hoof print of Arishtasur. So foot of a demon became Radhakund. Footprint of a demon became Radhakund. So most inauspicious, right? Demon is already very inauspicious. His footprint is even more inauspicious. But by Krishna's grace, the hoofprint of demon became Radhakund, the most auspicious place, more auspicious than Vaikuntha, any place in Vrindavan, and any place anywhere. Yes. Ekadashi, from Smartas considered Ekadashi to be very inauspicious. But then Krishna converted that into most auspicious. Madhavati thi, Bhakati Janani, Jatane Palana Koli. Krishna Vasati Boli, Paramanande Boli. So, Purushottam Mas called Mala Mas, but whatever devotional thing you do, it multiplied 1,000 times. In fact, Prabhupada said, whoever will preach in Pakistan, I will take his dust on my head. Remember this?
Yeah, he said Muslims.
Muslims, yeah.
So Parmeshwar Maharaj went to Pakistan.
Oh, yes. You say?
So wasn't it Radhakrishna only which was done by the bangles of Radharani and the other two?
It was increased. It was hook print,
Same hook print.
but then it was increased by the bangle. And then it became Kangan Kund. It is still there. If you go once in a 2 years, they clean Radha Kund. And you can see a square Kangan Kund there. So the hoof print became Kangan Kund. Kangan Kund became Radha Kund. Okay, so and she got benediction, Bhumi Devi, that any holes on the ground will automatically get filled. That was the benediction. Then the trees got simple reaction of Brahmatya, and therefore the sap comes from the trees is considered very inauspicious. I don't know whether rubber is also a sap, right? Therefore, there are accidents on roads. I'm just joking. They are using rubber tires also in Krishna service. So if it is used in service, it is auspicious. Anyways, but sap is considered inauspicious. Therefore, the sap of a tree we don't eat or drink. There is some. What is it made up of? There are some things which are made up of tree sap, and therefore it is not acceptable, especially for Vaishnavas. I forgot the food item, but anyways. Soya? Is it coming from sap? No. No, it is usually avoided soya because for other reason. Anything which is highly protein rich is considered half non-vegetarian.
It's like onion and garlic.
Yeah. It is considered half non-vegetarian. What to speak of anything else? Cow's milk immediately after delivery. Take it out of it. So we should not consume kharvas actually. At least the practicing devotee should not consume. Okay. Just like we don't consume masoor dal, right? So similarly, we don't consume kharvas. They call it cheek in Marathi. Yes. so that is considered non-acceptable for some time period.
And it also can't be offered to the Lord. Right?
No, we should not offer it to Lord also that time. Huh?
What he mentioned in Marathi.
That is in Marathi we call it cheek. So it is a sticky substance. That milk is sticky, and therefore it is very protein rich and not consumable by humans, pious humans.
In our area, 21 day, not day.
Huh?
Last 21 day.
First 21 day, not yeah. That is a natural this thing. Okay. Anyways, also milk coming from apart from these three, any other milk is considered as good as non-vegetarian. Cow's milk, buffalo's milk, and goat's milk.
Good.
Only these three milks are allowed. Apart from this, any other milk is considered, of course, considered non-vegetarian for proper usage. They have their Ayurvedic usage, by the way. Okay. If it is used for Ayurvedic purpose, it is not considered non-vegetarian. Does it make sense now? Medicinal purpose, it is not considered. Sometimes they use onion also in medicines. Like, if somebody like somebody has fallen unconscious, they would put onion into his nose. So that's not considered, offering him something non-vegetarian. That is a apadharma. Okay.
So we can offer buffalo meat to God. I heard that we should not.
We don't, but in eternal Vraj, they do offer buffalo meat to Krishna. I have a reference from Tavavali of Raghunath Das Goswami. Yeah, in eternal Vraja, they offer buffalo's curd to Krishna.
That is used.
No, none other than Krishna's who is elder uncle, like Nanda Maharaj's elder brother. He every day offers Krishna the curd made from buffalo's milk.
Cat is always suspicious, but buffalo's milk is
Not given. Here we don't give. Here we give only cow's milk or offer to the Lord. Only cow's milk. That is true.
Also in other cases, also you also mentioned about cat, not about milk.
Which one?
Which example?
Goat and buffalo is.
In case of buffalo, cat is only offered.
Probably.
Milk is not given.
No, I am saying may not be given, but it's not considered non-vegetarian. I am saying. Okay, but other animals' milk is considered non-vegetarian. So cow, buffalo. That I have a reference. This mentioned by some commentator in Bhagavatam. Okay. Okay. And buffalo's curd is every day given to Krishna by Nanda or somebody. Okay. So one cannot say that buffaloes are to be abandoned or something. Like Krishna uses bugle also made from buffalo horn.
Sunanda, senior Sunanda, Upananda, Nanda Upananda.
Yeah. So if you want verse, it is from Braj Vilas, where he says that all obeisances to Upananda, who lovingly gives curd from buffalo milk to Krishna every day. Like that, there is one prayer. Anyways, let's move on. Then there is one benediction given to trees that whenever they are cut, they will grow back. You will amazingly see that some trees here, they were cut and some new green ankur are coming from them, sprouts. Completely, almost looks like and very fresh sprouts are coming from that tree. Okay. Anyway, this doesn't mean that we should keep cutting trees. It means that they have given the benediction. And fourth is accepted by women as class. Women. And the menstruation period every month, that is considered a reaction of that, in which they become untouchable. They cannot enter the altar or other things like that of the Lord. Cannot cook for the Lord during that time. Okay, so and benediction, you will be surprised. This is not a benediction, this is a curse. Benediction is Shashvat Kama Vara. They will always be lusty. I mean, there won't be any end to fulfillment of lust. So is that a benediction? It is mentioned as benediction. Benediction from material point of view, from spiritual point of view, it is huge curse. Okay. Of course, everybody is cursed in this world. Like men also have lust, women also have lust. But to have increased lust is not a benediction. In fact, it's a huge curse. Of course, the woman can also overcome it. Mahachayogabicharena Bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatitayate brahma bhuyayam kalpate. What to speak of going beyond curse? They go beyond modes by serving Krishna. But as long as one is in this material world, one has to honor the laws of this world. Okay? And also, what is that? Mami partha vipashritya yepisyu papayonaya striyo vaishyastata shudras tebi andi param gatim. Highest position is attained by them also. Okay. Before this, which verse I quoted? Mam chayo vichara. And this is Mam hi partha vipashritya. Both come from Mam. So Krishna, serving Krishna, one can get over this. It's the biggest curse. Therefore, Prahlad Maharaj, what is the prayer he made to Narasimha? Anyone remembers? Narasimha asked, "Oh Prahlad, please ask for benediction." First, Prahlad Maharaj says, "No, how can I ask for benediction? It is like vanik. Navai vritya savai vanik. Nasa vritya savai vanik." Then, Bhavadastu Purne Varam. Kamana Vrudhiha Sambrovana. May lust not come in my heart. That is the benediction I ask from you, O Narasimha. So, because he knows the importance of not having lust for the sake of serving Krishna. It is a Hrudayara Shul. I think Narottam Das Thakur at one place he writes, Hrudayara Shul. The lust is like the prick in the heart. Not just prick, dagger in the heart. So, okay. And then water. Fourth portion is obtained by water. A simple reaction come in terms of bubbles. And people drink carbonated drinks full of bubbles. Anyways, so and the benediction was, it can take the shape of anything it is put in. Okay? Alright. So after Vishwarup was killed, his father Tvashta performed ritualistic ceremonies to kill Indra. He offered oblations in the sacrificial fire, saying, Indra Shatrum Vivardasva. Indra Shatro Vivardasva. Instead of saying Indra Shatro, he said Indra Shatro Vivardasva. So in Sanskrit, if you say Indra Shatru, then it becomes Shashti Tatpurush, Indra's enemy. But if you say Indra Shatru, then Shatru becomes prominent and it becomes Bahuvrihi Samas, one whose enemy is Indra. Okay? So what is the difference? One whose death is destined through hands of Indra. That is Indra Shatru. And Indra Shatru. And Indra Shatru has a difference in Sanskrit. Okay? The Karmakandic sacrifices, they are very much, pronunciation is very much important. But in spiritual devotional service, it doesn't matter whether you say Krishna, Krishna, or Krishna has the same effect. Krishna, I was saying Krishna. That is pronunciation wise. I am saying stress wise. Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Like all has the same effect. It doesn't change. But Indra Shatru and Indra Shatru and Indra Shatru all have different effects. Yes. Water reservoirs as a element.
But for who talk as a woman, this
Woman, as just like Krishna says,
everyone is in like suffering.
who took the as a
For
representative.
one, now every woman is making this like so-called
connection and suffering. So,
So for one,
who is the representative taking in behalf of everybody? I am not sure, but there must be some representative representing the entire woman class. I might have taken. I don't know. Same goes for trees. There must be some representative for whole trees, right? Who took the
It is they took or it's given by Indra only.
It is given by Indra.
So they are bound to take that.
No, he is asking who is one representative who is taking on behalf of entire species. My answer is I am not sure. I don't know.
So your question is like one.
No, just like for Bhumi and water, we can point out one demigod who might have accepted.
Okay.
But for women and trees, who is one demigod who has accepted? Or who is one representative who has accepted? I don't know it, actually speaking. Maybe some arrangement by which one was made representative. There is sometimes, it happens, just like, it happens in worship also many times. You know, in some kind of, like you call somebody as representative and just give it to it. That happens many times. There is a principle or phenomenon called like that. Okay, you call somebody as representing the entire class, like one king representing many kings. You know, in that sense. Okay. Anyways, we'll move forward. Then what happens? So he chanted wrongly. So thereafter, one personality, fearful personality, who looked like destroyer of entire creation, was born from that yagya. Text 12. Then his description is given. The demon's body grew and grew day after day. Like arrows released in 4 directions, his body grew. Tall and blackish, appeared like a burnt hill, lustrous like array of clouds in evening. Hair was that of color of copper. It's something like Putana's description only, seems like. Only the male form now, instead of female form. Dancing and shouting with loud voices. The whole earth trembled with his dancing. He seemed to be licking up the stars. How tall he was. And his teeth were long and sharp. And all people ran in all directions, seeing such a big demon. Okay. Inside he was a devotee only, Chitraketu. The story will come later. So the very fearful demon was actually son of Tvashta, covered all planetary system by dint of austerity. Therefore his name became Vrudra. Vrudra means to cover.
the time factor himself, however, is afraid of the
Abhay Charanaravinda. Shri Nandananda is Abhay Charanaravinda. Means taking shelter of him will become freed from fears. Ayam Dvitiya Viniveshatasya Disha Apesatasya Viparyayostu Tanmayata Buddha Avajettam Bhaktyai Yesham Guru Devatatma. Fear comes because not taking shelter of Krishna. As soon as we take shelter of Krishna, the fear goes away. In Gita also at one place, Prabhupada writes, Vigata Bhi, free from fear. So one who is Sitaparakya becomes free from fear because he has taken shelter of Krishna. So there are many examples. Uttara running towards Krishna for shelter. Arjuna running towards Krishna for shelter. Krishna Krishna Mahabhavo Bhaktanam Abhayankara. Krishna Krishna Mahayogin Rama Amita Vikrama. This is Vrajvasis when there is forest fire, they run to Krishna. Okay. Vrajvasis when there is Indra's rains, they run to Krishna. So like many, first thing the devotee does is run to Krishna. So, Vismitam tam paripurna kamam Svenaiva labhena samam prashantam Vinopasarpatya param hibalishah Shalangulena nititarti sindhum
Free from all material conceptions of existence, the personality of Godhead is the only shelter of every. Anyone desiring to be protected by others is certain.
The halwai is not attracted by his own sweet milk. So all material energy is coming from, of course, spiritual energy is also coming from Krishna, but Krishna is wonderstruck by spiritual energy, not material energy. So Krishna is always wonderstruck. Arey, how did Radharani know that I wanted this? It is mentioned that before even Krishna comes to know what he wants, Radharani knows what Krishna wants. In fact, she brings the offering first to Krishna and then Krishna realizes, oh, actually I want this. I wanted this. How did she know? Even I didn't know that I wanted this. That is wonderstruck. All gopis, any devotees, but we are especially talking about gopis because their whole life is disregarding anything that comes in between them and Krishna and serving Krishna. So it creates a wonder in Krishna's heart. What wonder? How will it taste now? What Radharani is prepared now? How will it taste? It may be the same item, but it creates a wonder in Krishna's heart. So, Nityam Nava Namayamam. Anything that it is mentioned that even Radharani's glance hits Krishna with wonder and he falls unconscious. Venu karan nipatita skalitam shikandam Drashtam cha pita prasanam rajaraja suno Yasya kataksha sharpata vimurchitasya Tasya tam radhikam haricharami kadakasya. This is a prayer by Prabodham Saraswati Thakur in Radha Rasa Sulanidhi. He says, simply by the sidelong glance of Radharani, Venu Pranipatita, he is so wonderstruck that the flute falls from his hands. One who could hold the Govardhan for 7 days, the flute, light flute, fell from his hand. Patitam Skalitam Shikanda, the mukut or the peacock flower, peacock feather mukut fell down on the ground. That mukut which makes gopis unconscious, that mukut fell down by saying, just having struck by one glance of Radha. And then Rashtamcha Pita Vasanam, the Pita Vasanam, the dress became disheveled. Rajaraja Suno, although he is Prince of Vrindavan, Rajaraja Suno means son of a king, and yet he was defeated by one arrow of Radharani's glance. So when will I serve that Radharani with great relish? That is the prayer. So it creates wonder in Krishna's heart, and that Radharani's love is only manifesting through different devotees' heart in different ways. Just like, what could be the example? Milk is manifested sometimes as rasgulla, sometimes as sweet rice, sometimes as kheer kadam. Have you eaten kheer kadam? No, you are from Bangladesh, we haven't eaten kheer. Ras kadam? Anyways, so different manifesting, sweetness only manifesting through different sweets. Like that. So, therefore, Mahaprabhu becomes so wonderstruck. How will Shuklambar Brahmachari's rice taste like? That creates a wonder in his heart. And therefore, he is trying, like Shuklambar Brahmachari says, no, this is not fit for you. I haven't even, what is it called? Earlier days, you get rice, you would, You no. You take out the stones and other things. No. Huh? Strikes a wonder in Krishna's heart apart from devotion, and nothing strikes wonder in devotee's heart apart from prema. वृद्धा सिद्धि व्रज विजेता सत्य धर्मा समाधि ब्रह्मानंदो गुरुरपि चमत्कारे देवत तावत यावत कृष्ण यावत प्रेमणा मधुरिपु वशीकार सिद्धवशिते. So again, no chamatkar for him. No chamatkar for Krishna, no chamatkar for devotee. Apart from devotion, nothing was a chamatkar for him. So he's called Avismita. Then Paripurna Kamam, Prahlad Maharaj prays that, what is that? How does it start? Manam janata vidrisho karuno pranite yadyad dhiya yadyad jano vidadita manam tachatmane pratimukasya yathamukashri. How does it start?
Mirror example.
Yeah, mirror example. How does it start? निज लाभ पूर्ण नैवात्मना प्रभुरयम निज लाभ पूर्ण करुणो गृणीते मानव जनाद विदुषा करुणो गृणीते यद्यत् जनो भगवते विदधीत मानम तचात्मने प्रतिमुखस्य यथा मुखश्री. So it says that he is paripurna kam, nijalabha purna, but devotees, any person who is offering Krishna, he himself becomes happy by trying to make Krishna happy. Just like when one decorates the original person, the reflection automatically becomes decorated. On the other hand, reflection can never be decorated by trying to decorate reflection. Make sense? So all I have been trying in all billions of lifetimes is I am trying to decorate the reflection. By trying to please my senses. But when I try to please Krishna, I automatically becomes satisfied. So paripurna kama. Svenaiva labhena samam. Foot of the lotus feet of Krishna, the ocean becomes like the water in the hoof print of a calf, which he can easily cross. Okay. In a Pandharpur, there is a form of the Lord Vithala. Which form is it? Do you know? How that form is standing? No, that is Gopalji in Srinath. Yes, this is Vithalji is standing like this. So some Maharashtrian saints, they give interpretation to this. Why is he standing like this? So they are saying that so Vithala is standing like this to tell that one who has taken shelter of me, for him the bhavabdi is only this deep. So nobody drowns in a water which is this deep, unless it is pool or something like so we can just walk through this water, like which is this deep. Therefore, Vittal Dev is standing like this. Another interpretation is whole world is coming from my navel, so you take shelter of me. And they say Balaji is standing. How is he standing? No, like is he standing like that? No, like this he is standing. Balaji. Oh, come on, you have to see Balaji how he is standing. He's not standing like this. He's standing, I think he's like this, right? One hand is like this, one hand is like that. So he is saying that, come take shelter of my lotus feet. He's calling, come, take shelter of my lotus feet. How is Jagannath standing? I'm waiting for your embrace. Like, come. What are you waiting for? Come in my embrace. How are Gaur standing?
Surrender.
Like this. Like dance in ecstasy. Like. You have come to me now. Like, you are free now. I am here. Gopal is standing like that. Like, I have taken your burden. Why are you worrying now? Whoever has taken my shelter, I have taken his burden on my head. How is Ananta Padmanabh or Ranganath? He's lying, sleeping. He's telling that, the whole world came out of his dream. Like, the Yoga Nidra. Like, that. Anyways, there is some interpretation to that also. Like, he's putting one hand like this and one hand like this. I have to ask Parmanand Prabhu. Some Sri Vaishnavas have interpretation for that also. Correct interpretation, of course. What is it? I forgot. There is some interpretation to that. The reason why he is putting one hand like this. Maybe I will ask for Pranam today only. I will let you know. Okay. I heard from him one time. But my memory is Kaliyug memory, so I Anyways, so nobody can cross over without taking shelter of Krishna in some form. Yasyorishrunge jagatim swanavam manuriyatha vadyatatar durgam saevanastvashtrabhayat durantat Shritam Vari Charopi Nunam.
The Manu named King Satyabrata formerly saved himself by tying the small boat of the entire world to the horn of the Matsya Avatara, the fish incarnation. By the grace of the Matsya Avatara, Manu saved himself from the great danger of the flood. May that same fish incarnation save us from the great and fearful danger caused by the son of Toshta.
So, in the past also you have saved us, so now also you save us. Just like you saved Manu in the form of Matsya. So now you save us from Twashta's son. That is a prayer. So, Krishna is one prayer away from us. This is what what's her name? Who wrote book for children? What is her name? Urmila Mataji. Yes. Urmila Mataji. She says that we are one thought away from Krishna. We are one prayer away from Krishna. What is, how far we are from Krishna? One prayer away. Krishnastad upashrutya, it is mentioned. When Gopas, they cry out at Yamuna, Nanda Maharaj has gone to take bath. Varuna, is Varuna their servants? They take Nanda Maharaj and the Gopas cry out, Krishna, Krishna. Krishna is in Nandagaon. Nanda Baba is at Yamuna. There is 50 kilometer distance between them. But it is mentioned Krishna stad upashratya. Hearing from nearby, Krishna appeared there. So how much, however far Krishna may be, Krishna is always very one close. How close? One prayer distance away. So we make that prayer, he is very close. Okay. So we'll take one Gayatri break. Okay. Many of you might not have done. So in 5 minutes is sufficient, right? 6 minutes. After 6 minutes we will meet again. And till 2 o'clock, whatever we will be able to complete.
আমরা হাত থেকে দুধ কিনে নিয়ে আসি ওখানে তো কাউকে মহিষের থেকে শুরু করে ওগুলো যে
এটা আমরা জানি না একটা কাজে কিনে আনলে ওখানে শুদ্ধি হয়ে যায়
আসলে এই কাজ করছে না
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Bangla tune. Right now? One of my favorites. So we'll continue with text 24. Pura swayambhurapi संयमाम्भोज सुदीर्णमातोर्निरवैकराले कोरविन्दात् पतितस्ततार तस्मात् भयादेन स नोऽस्तु पारः
In the beginning of creation, a tremendous wind caused massive waves of inundating water. The great waves made such a horrible sound that the Lord Brahma almost fell from his seat on the lotus into the water of
You're laughing at Brahmaji?
but he was saved with the help of the Lord. Thus we also expect the Lord to protect us from the dangerous condition.
So another incident where such thing happened that almost the gusty winds, because of which he was about to fall into the water of devastation. So the engineer will fall into the foundation only before the building is constructed. So Krishna is the one who saved that engineer. परम ईश्वर हरि अज भव आज्ञाकारी. Can somebody find out this verse? How Bhava and Brahma are always under shelter of three phases of Parama Ishvara Hari Aj Bhava Ajñakari. Aj Bhava Ajñakari.
अरे तो नॉर्मल पास है मोबाइल
Say this without saying. जगत व्यापक हरि. Very simple. जगत व्यापक हरि. Next is अजय बाबा आज्ञाकारी. Then मधुर मोरती लीला कथा. Now यही तत्व जानने चाहिए. परमोत्तम से तारा संग करी वो सर्व. It's just one sentence like you speak to your friend, right? Not some shlokas. Very plain. Can anyone want to recite without? Yes.
জগত ব্যাপক হরি অজগব আজ্ঞাকারী মধুর মূরতি
प्रायः कालेषु नास्त्येव तारतम्येन सोपितु. We are all conditioned to various degrees, but we think we are God. This is why we cannot understand who God is or see Him face to face. Okay.
আমারটা সুইচ করে তোরটা
Are you going to
এটা না
Continue.
By his inconceivable internal potency, the supreme personality of Godhead expands and demigods. Parashurama, the